NFL on EA Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their... They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. This one started, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Now Jones. And his first pass is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing on first down, Jones. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Gano's kick is good. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Set to return it, here's Moore. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Got her up first down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. Flush to his right. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Jones dancing to his left. Finds his tight end Ingram. And finally he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. It's Barkley on the counter. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1 quarter in the books, 8-3, our score. Barkley. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they've always wanted to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They start with a give to counter. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This is Chase Edmonds, who played his college ball in the Bronx at Fordham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Murray now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Murray now. Eluding the pressure right. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Murray. Throw right side, complete to Williams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Here's Murray. Finding Ertz again. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray flush to his right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll look to run with Connor, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, as the first half is winding down, and the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime. No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Murray. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. The risk-reward of the onside kick when you don't get up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things.
Right side to start things out, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Here's Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on second down. Murray caught by the tight end Ertz. They'll try and run forward with Connor, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Murray now on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Zach Ertz, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Completes this again to Shepard. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones rolling to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They're going to try and throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll buy some time right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Jones throwing for it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there, and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Murray now to throw. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Back to throw. Jones flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Moore now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Now Murray off play action. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Play fake. Murray. Man open left side. It's Williams. Not much there, only a yard. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Connor plowing ahead for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Murray a give. This is Connor. Down to the 25. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Murray to throw. It's complete to Williams. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A give running right is Connor. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Murray flips his forward on the jet sweep. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Well, Charles, a game and a decision that people may be talking about tomorrow for sure. Had a chance at a long field goal there at the end to try and tie it. They elect to not kick it, and they lose the game.
And I think what we'd all love to see is that little slip of paper that the special teams coach handed the head coach before the game that said, this
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Chargers. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. On first down, it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now, that's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Moore now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Throwing to start the drive. Murray, a quick throw, but incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Murray. He's got it to Williams. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Murray's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Conner going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. From the gun, Murray. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On play action, it's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Charger drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Now Herbert off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Set to return it, here's Moore. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
From the 38, Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Murray going to throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a first down throw, complete downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, Connor. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cards are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Herbert off of play action. Going deep here for Allen.
going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here...
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the goal.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. That's complete to Williams. Out there, brings up second down. Throwing now is Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Zach Ertz. But a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Oh, a heck of a move. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down, because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook there to make the grab. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. He's at the 40, the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Moore now on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the balls.
Williams loses the football and picked up by the Chargers. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 40 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Chargers. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Daniels on the return. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Murray now.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. It's complete to Cook. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 51 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
That is caught. It's Williams. Touchdown, Chargers.
Mike Williams,
43 yards.
And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And that will get out of bounds. So that's definitely going to put a major crimp in any comeback plans they may have had. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now Murray off play action. Williams brings it in. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Play fake. Murray looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and goal, Murray. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Here's Murray. And it'll be intercepted.
A great read, and it's picked off. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. They've got his man complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, that's situation.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis.
And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Isaiah Simmons.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack on 1st down, Herbert. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this is for more. Check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.